Hey guys, welcome to the NFL's first ever team located in Europe. Unfortunately, now Ireland has been suffering from a second potato famine. That's right, the fungus from The Last of Us has made its way to the potato over there, and in order to save the country, the NFL has decided to relocate one of its teams to the struggling country. Now, the unlucky team that has been chosen to relocate is the Arizona Cardinals due to them having the longest championship drought at 77 seasons and being in the bottom quarter of NFL attendance and social media following. So they have been relocated to Dublin and renamed the Shamrocks to hopefully spread some good luck to the Irish. Also, part of the relocation agreement specifically states that the roster of the Dublin Shamrocks consists of only players who attended Notre Dame. Somehow I managed to fill an entire roster of players drafted out of the school, only having to fudge a few players out of position. Now let's get to the team. So I'm just going to go by position here. Quarterback room, lacking big time. I only have Sam Hartman and Ian Book. Sam Hartman's a rookie, 25. Ian Book, I don't think he's ever done a single thing ever in the NFL. No, I think he is a Super Bowl champion, technically, on the practice squad. And this is what he's done. Nothing. Running backs, pretty solid here. Kyron Williams. I know Audric Estime has not done good in the NFL so far, neither in fantasy, because I drafted him, and no, I actually traded for him, and he did fucking poopy for me. So running back room, not too bad. Could be better, but Kyron Williams is definitely going to be carrying the load here. Yeah. Seems like Notre Dame used to be tight end university before Iowa, because there were about 7 or 8 different tight ends, I think, I had on this roster. We'll get to where some of those tight ends were moved in a little bit, but since the wide receivers weren't too hot, it was really just Miles Boykin and Chase Claypool. I had to switch Cole Kmet over to wide receiver. So he's now my wide receiver number 1, with Miles Boykin as my 2, Chase Claypool as my 3. Or actually, no, I think Chase Claypool in the depth chart is going to be my number 2, and Boykin's going to be playing more in the slot. Alright, now to the tight end room. We have Michael Mayer as tight end number 1. This is part of the reason why I moved Cole Kmet over to wide receiver, because of Michael Mayer. He hasn't really been properly utilized in the NFL so far. His first year in 2023, he was a second-round pick. Only had like 300 yards, and Brock Bowers, so he got passed on the depth chart. He also had some personal matters, so he wasn't playing as much. So I'm hoping in Dublin he can be a good fit here. Backups, we have Durham Smythe and Tommy Tremble. Tommy Tremble, I don't think will be, too bad. O-line, Ronnie Stanley, he's a beast, 30 years old, so I'm going to have him for hopefully 3 or 4 more years. Quentin Nelson, there's really nothing to say about him. Everyone knows he's a beast. Jarrett Patterson, this is probably where my center and right guard are where we're not looking too hot, but 72 overalls really aren't that bad, especially when they're playing an interior and I have a lot of elite talent around them. McGlinchey, maybe he doesn't fit the elite category, but he's still very solid. So, McGlinchey, Stanley, and Nelson, I feel very confident in my O-line. Now over to the D-line. Now, you're going to see a couple 29 and 27 overalls. These were the extra tight ends. Technically, they're like long snappers, but in Madden, you don't have that position. You just have them as tight ends. D-line from Notre Dame, so I just had to move them over to the D-line. Hopefully, I don't need to use them. Hopefully, everyone else stays healthy and productive. I just needed there to fill out the depth. And there's no one really of notice here other than Jalen Smith. We have him play backup role. D-line, Jerry Tillery's going to be my starter. Sheldon Day. Yeah, none of these super high prospects or NFL players. Maurice Lialafiu, he's on the Cowboys now. Rookie, I think he was a second and third pick. He could be pretty good. Drew Tranquill, he was on Chiefs, drafted to the Chargers. He's always been really good. I'm very excited to play with him. I've always played as Drew Tranquill in like the older Maddens when he was like drafted. Always one of my favorite linebackers to play as, so super happy to have him on the team. Jeremiah Owusu-Karamoah, he's going to be leading. Well, he won't be leading. He's 83, 84, yeah. But he's definitely going to be my super long-term. 24, he's going to be on the team for at least another 10 years, hopefully. And we got safeties and cornerbacks. Now, safeties actually had a very, very good depth. They had Julian Love, they had Harrison Smith, and Kyle Hamilton. So I just switched over Julian Love to cornerback. He's now going to be leading the cornerback group. We have Alohi Gilman, who he is safety for the Chargers. Pretty okay, pretty solid. And then we have Cam Hart, the rookie. He's going to be playing mostly the slot corner. And then, yeah, safeties, we have Harrison Smith, obviously, Kyle Hamilton. And then kicker, we have Brandon Aubrey. And punter, Blake Grupe. 5'7" punter. He can still bomb it. But yeah, this is the team. I'm running what's the scheme? Scheme I don't really do much about. I always just pick the best fit. So we're doing a multiple power run. Offense, defense, we're doing Tampa 2. Offensive playbook, I always run Dallas one because that's just what I'm most familiar with. Defensive, I like using Pittsburgh because I feel like that one generates the most sacks. You guys probably wondering, coach's name, White Stout. That's going to be another day, but White Stout is just going to be the coach's name, and it's probably going to be the name for all my coaches on this channel, unless something else changes. I mean, I did used to buy this other name, which, story for another day, for a long time, but for now it's White Stout. White Stout's going to be the coach's name. Alright, so this is the team. I don't think there's anything else I really need to explain or go over. Just ready to go over to week 1, and I'll see you guys over there. I just want to show you guys my settings real quick for anybody who's curious. So we have all Madden, playing on simulation. I use the classic Madden meter kicking style, 8-minute period lengths. Everything else kind of explanatory. Yes, give you guys free agent motivation, keep normal. Staff, I keep on slower, and all of this will stay. Yep. And I prefer more like X Factor superstars and star, so I moved that up a little bit to this. And yeah. Now for sliders, I just want to show field goal power. I have up at 60 just because I think it's more fun. Bigger bomb kicks. And injuries, I move up to 30, slightly more, just to make it more realistic and make the game more fun in general. I move the penalties down to 10. Alright, so set season goal. I don't know. Let's do playoffs. This team is kind of difficult, but we'll see how it goes. Gotta at least have some type of faith. Draft class, I just go with auto-generated rookies. So when it comes to drafting, it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. I can only draft people out of Notre Dame. So hopefully there's at least 7, 8 prospects a year coming out, and I can draft them. But that'll be a problem for the end of the year. Press conference. How I handle a rookie QB's development. This is about Sam. He's my highest overall, so I'm just going to have him play. What area of the team I worry about the most? Probably offense mostly, because playing with 59 overall is going to be really tough. I'm going to say defensive backs, probably. So pass defense. Let's go safeties. Kyle Hamilton, Smith. Can't really get much better than that. And I'm going to say 3,500 passing yards. Well, that's kind of tough. Let's go 8 picks. 8 picks. Alright, before we get started, I'm going to check the injury reports. Nobody's hurt. First ever game is the Dublin Shamrocks. Let's see how this goes. First ever game for the Shamrocks. It's a away game. Hoping we can do something pretty good here. Okay, opening kickoff. Brandon Aubrey. And I know I said this is all Madden. You guys might be wondering why there's an arc showing. It's because Brandon Aubrey has the superstar ability. So, I am still playing on all Madden. You will see when I'm playing as a running back. Alright. 29. Oh, wait. Injury already. Alright. First ever down. Defensive downs for the Shamrock Shakes. Or Dublin Shamrocks. I'm gonna be making that mistake a lot. Tackle for loss? Nope. Alright, only 1 yard run. Not too bad. That was my D-line with the stop. Alright, 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. Let's make the stop. Oh, no! That's gonna be a nightmare. Alright, fresh set of downs for them. Another run by Cook. Tackle for loss? No, but 2 yards. That's pretty good. Job. They are just running it down. Well, I mean 3 rushes, 2nd and 3rd. Play on the line. Let's get to the quarterback. Nope. Another first down. Running the ball again. Okay. 3-yard run. So it seems like James Cook is mostly just getting 2 3-yard runs, then he just gets like 1 bomb. That was on me. Got Kyron Williams in the backfield. 57 overall Sam Hartman leading this team. Okay. Not how that one. Let's give it to Mayer. Nice. I mean, if he was agile, he could have made a quicker cut, but, I mean, I'm not going to be yards. And our right tackle is hurt. And he's going to the locker room. That does not look good. Alright. 3rd down. Cole Kmet. Nice. Flinky dislocated shoulder out of the game. Cool. Alright. 2nd and 7. Audric Estimate's first rush attempt. And about what you would expect. Playing just like how he did last year on the Broncos. 2 yards per attempt, I believe. He had like 3, but yeah, he has a bit hot. Alright, pass again, 3rd down. I'm thinking circle. He got to me. Okay. So, we can get a 60-yard field goal attempt. I feel okay with that. Jesus Christ, so much wind. Okay, maybe I need to turn the field goal power down to like 55. Alright, Bill's second drive. See if we can get a stop, force a turnover, run the ball again. 5 for 23. About average, nothing too crazy for him. Nice! Peanut punch that shit. Good job. Force a turnover, just like I said. Who was that? Harrison Smith, man. What a dog. Let's bomb with the Claypool. Oh. Alright, we're gonna run at this. Let's try this. Let's try this. Blocked third. Yikes. Claypool might have to be the way. Claypool. I'll say this. Sam Hartman only has, like, what, 3 or 4 passes? He's playing a lot better than 57 overall. Like, his passes aren't that off. I'm thinking bombing it to Komet. Let's bomb it to Komet. Nope, he's covered. Circle. Nice! Miles Boykin. Sam to Miles Boykin. First ever touchdown for the Shamrocks franchise. Good job, guys. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bills. Nope. Oh, this isn't looking good. Okay. It said Josh Allen, like 64 yards. I guess that counts as a pass. I don't know. I mean, 4-yard catch. Nothing to injury. Okay. 2nd and 6. Good stop. Tackle for was actually a little worried about that. I thought he got a couple yards. Tillery, dislocated shoulder. Sick. People dropping like flies already. It's week 1. What are you playing on? AstroTurf? Dawson Knox. Okay. Alright. I'm going to play this play. I thought I had that red and picked off. I pressed triangle, but didn't work out that way. Gonna run up the middle, stuff with... Okay. He just ran right through... It'd be like that. Alright, this is the Shakes' 3rd drive. Still early on in the 2nd quarter. Tight end attack. I had 4 tight ends on the field. Komet, Mayer, Smith, and Tremble. Yikes. Mayer. Okay. So now he's throwing 57 overall. Was he pressured on that play? Give Mayer that cut. No. Ball away. I will say I'm not disappointed in this team so far. Sam Hartman's a little but, I mean, my defense got that turnover. Why were there 3 guys on Keon Coleman, leaving Dawson Knox wide open? Nice. Farley. I think that's, and he's 41. I think my linebackers, or linemen I was playing in the back. Alright. So far, Shamrocks have elite defense. Forced 2 turnovers so far. Square. Nope. Alright. Sack. I think this might be a Michael Mayer drag, and he just gets a lot of rack. I think it's time to whip out one of the favorites. So with this play, I'm thinking Claypool's going to get open, hopefully. Circle. Throw me how this play goes. Yep. Nice. See? It's one of my favorites. 1st and 10, red zone. See if we get Sam Hartman a passing touchdown. Number 2. Boykin. Dude, he's really underthrown this ball. He's throwing it so low. Alright, double slants. Give Mayer the post. Or, no. Give him the out. Cole Komet. Nice. So Miles Boykin, Cole Komet, 2 touchdowns for Sam Hartman. Alright, looks like this is going to be the final drive of the first half. It's going to stop on the Bills. Let's see if we can force a 3rd turnover. Another turnover! Oh my god! Now see, with Tranquil, I've been getting him in the position, just like, not in the complete right angle. Maybe it's the other way around. I had the angle, but not in the right position. He could have had 2 picks if I just focused him slightly different. Okay, they're in field goal range, so they'll tie this up. Nope. Okay. Dawson Knox with 75 yards. Surprised, they're not calling a single timeout here. No! I mean, alright, they're going to tie it up. We're 17-17. Alright, 2nd half kickoff. Audric Estime with the return. Oop. I mean, he didn't even get... Okay. Okay. First drive for the 3rd. Good job, Boykin. So Boykin and Mayer, I've gotten in the mix pretty well. Komet scored a touchdown. Claypool, I know, had 1 big catch, but I think that was about it. In the game, not too hot. I know Estimate's been kind of dog water. Let's see what Kyron Williams. Nice. For the Shamrocks. Alright, let's run it again. Oh, they plugged up the hole. Okay. And I feel like that's how the game has gone this whole time. I feel like passing has been way better. So this is reading Komet or Boykin, I'm thinking. Komet or Boykin. Nope, triangle. Okay, that didn't do much. 3rd and 8. Are in field goal range, I believe, for Aubrey, but I want to drive this ball down. There we go. Oh, fuck. Do I go for it? Because the drags have been working out really well. Now let's not risk it. I don't think I've been running a lot of man. Let's do man coverage. Nice. Yeah, you were trying to do something there, man. Pick it off. Nope. I almost had the sack there, too. Alright, 1st and 10. Run the ball. Alright, 3-yard run. Good stop. Oh, no. Tranquil's hurt. My star. All right, next man up. Third and inches. Gets Tranquil, has a dislocated shoulder. He'll be out for the game. Disappointed in that. Get the stop. Nope. What the fuck? Why was Love, like, nowhere near him? I know I fucked up the play a little bit there. Oh, another injury! Stop it! Okay, I might need to turn down. This is getting a little crazy. Alright, JOK, let's see what you can do. He been on the line this whole time? Because he should have been in my sub-linebacker package. That was my fault right there. That's the thing, I pressed triangle a little too early. Alright, let's get the stop. Oh, what the fuck? Damn it. Let's get the stop. Fuck me in the ass! Okay, we get the ball back. I feel like that drive lasted forever. I feel like I haven't been on offense in a while. We're on the ball with Kyron Williams. Nice. Up the middle. Good shit. Watch Kyron Williams get injured now. Just my fucking luck. Alright, 1st and 10. No. Nope. Okay. Alright, we're running the ball. No, passing it. After that run, let's go for a pass. Boykin or Komet? Komet. That was a good over-the-shoulder pass by Sam Hartman. Let's get Kyron Williams his first down. Come on, get us the first down, Kyron. There we go. Good job. Okay, about time one of them gets hurt. Good shit. Let's go with the under. Go. Go. Boykin. Alright. Steadily getting these first downs. This could be a good Claypool route. No, he's covered. Throw the ball. Okay. We're going to go back. Good. Okay, so we only lost 5 yards on that flag. I think it's really stupid of them for accepting that. It would have been second and... or... Well, maybe what's stupid of them. Well, kind of. I got 8 yards on that. Maybe 3rd and 2. Yeah, I don't know why they did. Alright. This could be Boykin. Nope. X. Mayer. He's been pretty productive this game. I think he has, like, at least 5 catches now. Alright. To the right. Kyron. Oh, okay. Alright, 3rd and 11. Alright, guys. 3rd and 11. Boykin, hopefully. Mayer could be a good option. That's going to be Boykin. That's going to be... God! With the pass, too. Yep, defense. We will decline. If we could stop these guys in this drive, then I'm going to feel very confident about this game. No! Alright. They got first down. What else is new? Pick! Okay. I'm not going to be... Oh, my God. Read that, too. Let's go, man. I'm in zone. 112 yards for Keon Coleman. Let's stop him. What the fuck? I'm not against a good, but what the fuck is that? That physically doesn't even make sense. Okay, fuck this game. Ball, Sam Hartman down the field. See if that shit can do something. Circle. Nope. 2nd and 10. Not feeling too good now after that's such a bullshit fucking play. X. Good job. Alright, 2-minute warning. Have to get a touchdown in order to win this game. Go Mayer again. He's been over-reliable. Komet. Nice. Thinking Claypool, maybe. Oh, Mayer again, man. Good shit. Now I'm gonna... no huddle. Let's go X again. Mayer. Good job. Good shit. I guess I'm just gonna keep the same play. It's been working. Mayer, man. They're just not covering this guy. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna have Boykin drag route now. Mayer. Oh, and that's heartbreaking. Wow. Okay. Let's watch that again. Okay. Let's rewatch this. I mean, I could have thrown it out, but I just felt like with his cut, the way he was going in, I didn't think the safety was in like that. But alright. Still have 3 timeouts. I can still stop this, guys. Game is not officially over yet. Good job. Timeout. Even though I think with only 27 seconds left, that'd only leave me for a punt return, or they could shoot the clock on a punt return, actually, so I think I'm cooked. Let's just play it, see how it goes. Alright. Game's over. Good shit. I mean, I'm still going to call it timeout. I'm not going to make it easy for them. But, alright, choose clock. Or kneel this ball. Alright, guys, not too happy about this. I mean, put up a good fight at 4 points, but we lost by a bullshit, physically impossible touchdown. Due to Madden glitches being bullshit. Hopefully this doesn't happen for week 2, but fortunately that's how week 1 went down. Fucking bullshit. Alright, so before we log off here, I just want to go over the player stats. Josh Allen with a good game, 86 completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, a pick, 11 yards per average. That's crazy. 120 passer rating. Sam Hartman, I'm really surprised. 114.7 rating, 71% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, more than Josh Allen, a pick, 7 yards in attempts, not too bad. Rushing, we held James Cook under 4 yards a carry. Kyle Williams had 5. Josh Allen, he only 6 attempts, but yeah, he ran with him. Some poopy. Let's go to receivers. Michael Mayer led the group, 67 yards, 8 catches. Miles Boykin with 5 catches, 70 yards, 2 picks. So he probably had the best day. Cole Kmet had a touchdown, 37 yards. Claypool had 2 20-yard bombs, so can't be disappointed with that. Bills. Keon Coleman, he torched my deep, 116 yards. That's great. James Cook had 2 receiving touchdowns. I didn't even realize that. All right, who's that? Our left guard allowed us defense. Julian Love, 8 tackles. Kyle Hamilton, Tranquil, Hart with 7. Harrison Smith, 5 tackles. Tackle for loss, and that was Jalen Smith. No sacks. Matthias Farley, he was my safety. Had a pick and a pass deflection, along with Gilman, and Harrison Smith had the forced fumble. Okay. Alright, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this game. Week 2, hopefully we don't have to deal with this 6 bullshit. And yeah, let's get a dub to Ireland to this potato famine. Peace out, guys.